dance floor, yellow and sweet, can't ignore. Check the profile, take a look. This fruit's got the perfect hook. Swipe right, feel the beat, move your body, feel the heat. Something small but gonna grow. Let the rhythm take control. Inside Tana.
Welcome to the Tana Advent Calendar. Today is December 19th and we are live from an Advent Calendar studio. How is everyone? All right, like we always do in the Tana Advent Calendar, we are going to start with letters from a Tanarian. And the letter from today is from Nicholas. Nicholas says, could we please not ask me every day to refresh the window because a new version is here? Thanks. Well, Nicholas, you will get your will soon enough because this is the last day before Christmas that we are going to launch things. So you will have a little rest before we get back at it after Christmas and New Year's. All right. The second segment of the Tana Advent Calendar is look at a drawing or a diagram from a Tanarian, and then I make that thing in Tana. So today's drawing and diagram is this. And I know exactly what you want. You want me to be joined by my favorite co-host in the world, don't you? All right, let's do exactly that. Olav! Oh, Matt. Oh, hi. No, that's fine. That's fine as well. Hi, Matt. How are you?
Good, Braga. How are you?
I'm absolutely well. Thanks for asking. This is a lot of fun.
That's good.
You look great.
I feel great. You look great too. It's kind of the ceremonial dress, right? It means we're doing something big or it's an important moment.
Yeah, exactly that. Celebrating this is the last calendar of the year.
Yeah. So how's it been going? You've obviously been running the Advent Calendar all the way through, and it's been such an incredible kind of fun thing for so many people. So yeah, how's it been?
Yeah, it's been a good time. Like the Advent Calendar in itself has been, I think, like the most fun I've had with the community in ages. So like I really just appreciate it. It's been a lot of work, but just amazing fun. December has been awesome. But I will say, like the real heroes of this Advent Calendar has definitely been the devs that are making the wonderful features that we've been able to release throughout the month, because that's been like the cadence that we've been able to have is just incredible. So a lot of fun. How's it been for you?
Pretty good, Braga. It's been great. Yeah, obviously awesome to watch from the distance and see. I mean, not from a distance, but clearly seeing the kind of energy and activity and all the cool stuff that's been happening in the community. And obviously every day waking up to see the releases has been fantastic as well. Just getting some feedback though that we're getting a bit of a lag on your video. Is that the case?
Well, I couldn't possibly comment. Is it better now?
It looks pretty good now to me, but I'm if there's still issues, please let us know in the chat.
Yeah, sorry about this. It's I can't help it. I'm not normally not live, so I'll do my best. And worst come to worst, I will change to like a normal laptop camera, and it'll be fine as well. All right, Matt, I'm going to put your screen up. Is that all right? Because I'd love to hear something from you, and that is, take us through the community this year. Give us an update on what's actually been happening, what's going on, and how's that year been for you? All right?
Yep. We'll do Braga. And while we're doing that, do you mind to try and maybe mess around with your camera, see if you can find the setting, or if it's a Wi-Fi network or something that's pulling us up.
Absolutely.
Norwegian Wi-Fi. Thankfully, we got offline mode now, so good for Tana, not good for live streams. Okay, let's run through this. Yeah, so obviously we've got an incredible community and so much energy, and it's been another big year in the community. And as we have done the last few years, this is a chance for us to look back on the year that was, as well as give a shout out to some of the great things that have happened. So just a headline number, this is what happens in Slack. We obviously understand that Slack's only one part of our community, but it's certainly a central one at the moment and has been for a long time. So 14,000 posts this year, 28,000 responses or replies, 27,000 reactions, 26,000 members. So just a kind of a headline number. That's a large community now, and it's full of some of the best energetic explorers in the world. So it's been fantastic to see. But it's not just about the numbers, I guess. The numbers are a point to the people. And the people I want to shout out to all the way through the year have been people like Reddy and Darren and Ev and Penny and Matt, who have just been incredibly helpful for so many people in the Slack and doing so much stuff to help and explore and find ideas and improve ideas, etc. So big thanks to them all. And these guys have been around for a long time. But also, there's always renewal in communities, and certainly that's happened in ours this year as well. And more recently, there's been a lot of new people as well as old familiar faces that are active, which is great, and would like to give a shout out to them as well. So Kavya, who I noticed was first again. It's been a fun thing to wake up to each day. But Jean-Pierre or JP, Andy, Parham, as always, Glenn, just want to say thanks to you all for the energy, action, the help, and the feedback that you've given to us as well. So really cool to see. And of course, people don't just hang out. What they do is share ideas, and that's clearly what's happened this year as well. We do the regular searches in the community, and these are very large and give a detailed list of all the ones. This is probably the latest one, for example, of all the cool stuff that's been shared. But here are a few of my highlights from the year. The community catching up, now building a shared workspace, which is great. Late early in the year, where you could just get rid of related content and it will show up and clear things out. Tewodros has done some amazing things for students, and Andy has too. I don't think he's in that list, but probably should be. Alan as well for the knowledge base explorer and sense making forth. Tracking T, a recent one with Rachel, and then a few kind of really recent ones. One's from Jan Christian about importing free books from Gutenberg, which has been amazing. 70,000 books now available in Tana with a click of, and some banner styles from Karem as well, who's a long time user. So just a small sample of all the things that have happened in the community. Clearly can't go through them all, and I could replace this list with another 50 or 100 alternatives. So don't have time to go through them all, but do want to that there's just so much cool stuff. Also, a year of change. Clearly, the launch in Feb was fantastic, but since they continue to do new stuff. Mark joined the team in April, and that's been a real change. And he's clearly been so awesome and consistent with energy in Slack. He stood out as a member of our community beforehand for all his activities. So really awesome to have him as part of the team. New navigators with Guilherme, Penny, and Matt earlier in the year, as well as Simon, who's also been doing so much stuff with Nick. We had Tana AI Helper as well launched this year. And this is in Tana. Click the question mark, and you could then type any question in there, and it will search the docs and give you an answer using AI. And the impact of that has been pretty big as well. So 750 responses a week, 18,000 in total so far. So just another cool tool for the community to explore. The big focus also for us was a big shift in the second half of the year towards events, and really proud of all the team for the work they put into this, as well as the response from everyone in the community. Theo, Mark have been, and Ingrid particularly, have been really helpful with that process, and with the live build sessions and the Tana Learn live sessions, which have a different process, as well as the beginner drop-in sessions with Ev. And they've been really great. So 40 since July, 50. This is our 51st event for the year at the moment, Braga. And I don't know if you're back, Braga, but the top attendees. What do you think the top attended one was this year, or top registrations? Any ideas?
Oh, which event?
Yes.
Definitely 100% no take backseat one of mine. What?
No, it was the live build event with a focus dashboard with 560 registrations, which was I think in September from memory. And then the most recent one was from Theo for 457 for the Tana Learn Live. So kind of saying it's resonating. Thanks to everyone who attended as well. What do you think the worst one was? Worst attended event?
That was one of Theo's. I guess that's one of Theo's events.
It could have been really any one of Theo's.
Yeah,
Right?
just like Theo in general, right? Except for that one that
That's
outperforms.
right. Yes, no, the clear worst one in terms of registrations was this one, Braga. You and I, we take the bottom spot.
You know what? I take everything good I've said about the community back. You, Ingrid, why did you not show up to this beautiful... Did you see this graphic? Do you know how much work I put into that?
Yes,
Several
yeah.
minutes in Photoshop.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, yes, I think I came on best on that one as well. So, you know, not surprised at the top bottom spot. So yeah, great year in community. So much stuff going on, and clearly just primed to the next bit as well. So yeah, about to launch the next bit. Events will continue as a focus, and we're really good to go in terms of setting up for next year. So it's been a great year, Braga, and really proud of everyone in the community. So a big thank you from us, as well as excited to see what's next.
Yeah, 100%. Amazing run through and so many fun things. And yeah, just the best community in the world. Now, let's stop patting them on the back. Let's give them something to think about. Let's bring on stage the one, the only Olav Sindre. How about that?
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah? All right. Olav, I hope you're ready because here we go. Hello.
You bastards always set me up. So you're looking more expensive than Lovable's Series B. You look like billions of dollars. What?
Didn't get the memo?
Well, you sent me a memo saying like wear formal dressing, maybe a ugly sweater. But anyways, so this is where we're at, guys. All right,
Yeah,
I'll remember this.
It's an important moment.
Like $1 billion.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Yeah. All right, let's get into it, Olav. So we're going to start with just a product overview for the year. So what happened in Tana for those that can't remember that far back or are new. So give us a quick rundown of where we're at, and then we'll get to the AMA after that.
Yeah, I can do that. We started the year off like we've been waiting such a long time to like do a GA. That means like having general availability, launching Tana. And that was the first thing we did. So we launched Tana. I just showing it here on Product Hunt, which was a super big thing for us. We had a wait list that was running at least 12 months too long, but it was, to call it what it is, it was actually just us trying to build what we felt we needed for a launch. We didn't have a wait list to do marketing. We had a wait list to build a product that the community wanted, and we've been building with the community. As I hope they can see for the last month of the amazing Advent Calendar. Hats off to the GTM and product team. So we launched in February, and let me just say this. I think we're 10 votes from being product of the year, or I guess that's something called Kitty Awards. I don't know these things, but at least we're 10 votes from being the product with the most votes for the year. So go out and tell people to support us. I think that's if you want us, if you think we deserve to be the one who gets the most votes. Anyways, that was a lefty. So what did we do in Q1? We had a template store, which got both a refurbish and yes, great project. We had an Android app, which was long overdue, but again, had to be done right. And we had to get the right people in Tana to be able to deliver that. We had editing on mobile, which was something we aimed to have at launch, but we saw that there was too big risks of data loss and not tracking the changes. So we wanted to be sure that it was safe to launch it, and we did. We have multiple providers of AI models. As you know, we've always had this thought that we should be able to deliver the models, and you should be able to pick them. because it's about being model agnostic for us, not like saying we're partnering up with A, B, or C. And I think I don't think there's anyone quicker than us to add models, to be honest. So just so the community knows, what happens when there's a new model that's launched is it takes 4 minutes. Brage is in our private internal chat saying, how fast can we get this out? That's not fast enough. Who's up? Hey, Stian, you don't have to go to bed. Emil, Sindre, whatever. So that's I think you should give Brage huge kudos, and of course the devs for getting the Gemini. I think we had that like 12 hours after launch or something. So yeah, super good work of the team. And we launched our AI chat agents, which are super powerful, but really hard to build for people that's non-builders in Tana. We're doing something about that. So that was Q1. Q2, we had the meeting notetaker. We had the native tabs, and we had the live transcription that got upgraded to support 61 languages. I think we now have 80. And we launched a command button menus, so you could group the command button stuff, so you didn't have to have like 100 buttons. Looking at you, no, I'm not going to say his name. There are some templates that have had 40 buttons in the main screen, but all's good. So that was.
He won't hear us. We can say anything.
Oh, amazing. Okay, so Theo finally got put in his place with the command button menus. No, but the meeting notetaker was a big thing for us, and this far it's the one of two main use cases for people in Tana. Actually, we didn't see it like rising up the list that fast, but it did, and it has, and we're also doing something about that. So no, it was Q2 was super good, and oh my God, native tabs. Raise of hands and on YouTube, who are tab people here? Like I don't dare to share my screen because like I always drown in tabs. So now I can drown in tabs in Tana. No, I tried to have better control there, but yeah, again something that was super good. Next, Q3, and the long-awaited offline. Offline is super hard when you're trying to do it collaboratively and in a huge knowledge graph. We've been working with. I don't think you understand how long this has taken us. And remember, I'm traveling back and forth, San Francisco, Norway. I've been the biggest proponent of the offline work, and shout out to Eirik and Udin for getting that out of the line. They were the main guys pulling that. And yeah, we had a student launch with templates we launched. We had a launch event at Berkeley and Stanford, and that's been super good. Students have their discount as well if you're looking and are students and you want to get a head start in 26. This is your cheat code, not that other Cluely or whatever strange things that doesn't give you anything good. Anyways, and then we launched the GPT-5 models, which I guess we're launching them so fast in Tana that it's just but it got to mention. And we had a publish with Tana View, which I think was super good. I've been wanting, like, I'm a firm believer of actually sharing what you're seeing. And I do think that the publish in Tana View was a super good launch. Bub search in AI chat has made me finally like just stay in Tana when I use the AI, because sometimes I would have to go to ChatGPT or to Claude to act, or Perplexity because I wanted today's news or today's data. And yeah, that was a small but super important launch. Let's see the next one for Q4. So Joao has been on fire lately. I have to give him a shout out as well, and Thomas. And the home screen widget capture paired with something redacted, it's actually revolutionized how I use Tana. I'm gonna talk more about that later. Mic drop. The view toolbar, super good. Sidebar upgrades that you can actually have your group your stuff in the sidebar, and the progress bar there has been really, really, really good. That's how I do my stand-ups. That's how I do my. I know that when the round thingy is green, I've done what I set out to do this day. The list navigation view, recent and AI chat history, has been part of the BB project that we've been working on for the better part of 8 months. I think we did, and it's trying to get Tana easier to navigate in. Basically, it was a much bigger project, and we needed to scrap 50% of it after user feedback. But what got into the product is super good. And then, of course,
you called it. Sorry, just a question. You called it BB. You want to say what it stands for?
Yeah. So no, it's not the BB gun. It's Brilliant Basics. So it's a project that's been running since, I guess, February, and with the aim of actually making Tana easier to navigate for people that has not been that used to the outliner, basically. Yeah. Thank you, Ev. And I think this is just part of that. We've done so many small things that we haven't treated as launches, but people that are been looking into the release notes as every Friday, they have seen it. But somebody told me the thing you've been doing in December, can you continue to do that? And I would say that there's a lot of improvements that we have done that we haven't treated as launches, and it might seem like they're far further apart because of that. But if you go into our release notes, you'll see that there's incremental improvements every day. And if you have incremental improvements every day together, that's what creates escape velocity or at the end. Yeah. So 100%. I guess that's. But I can't wait for today. Yeah. But the last thing, of course. Sorry. The last thing, so some of the greatest things was actually in the Advent calendar. So Notion Importer, people have been asking for that for 4 years. The only reason why we haven't done it before is basically just there's a couple of things. So number one, other things have been more important. Number two, sometimes when you start out with a new product or new platform like Tana, like a knowledge management software, you really want to start from scratch. So it's been not priority one, but the pressure became so big after summer. We have had so many and sending us emails and sending us DMs on Twitter and whatnot, saying please create a Notion importer. I want to be able to cancel that subscription. So looking into that, we shouldn't have them have to pay for both. So that's why we caved in and created the Notion importer. That Nano Banana Pro stuff, wait, that was a good one, Doug. It's actually super. It's not actually that. I feel it's under communicated how insanely good Nana Banana is, and what Google has done to get back in front of the race. We use the whiteboard infographic for everything communicating internally now. When it comes to roadmaps, to projects, it's super good. I actually sent our investors the update, last investor updates, with whiteboards, infographics from Tana. Who did that prompt? Was it Theo? Okay, Brage is going to take credit. I can't hear anymore. Is it me or yeah? Anyways,
I think it's on mute, but yes, I think it was Theo.
Yeah, we'll give Theo credit. He made some amazing, out of the box prompts using Tana templates. You can get awesome Nana Banana stuff. But I have to say, the main fun of having this inside Tana is generating the prompts that make your workflows specialized and custom to you. Yeah, super fun.
It's super good, super good. And our job is to make that more accessible to all users, right? That's always the hard part, creating the product, not the technology. With the custom colors and super tags, small but good delight, especially when you have a lot of super tags, like you run out of colors. The rearranging of tabs. So when we got tabs, the first thing that happened was me sending a message to the product team saying like, if I can't rearrange tabs, we don't have tabs, and it created a huge discussion. But now we can rearrange tabs, and that's really good for my brain, and I hope everyone likes that. It's something about being able to shift your tabs so that you have them in prioritized order, right? And then we had a small but actually brilliant to me, which is Loom. I feel like the Advent calendar is my stuff when I see it now, but I have had nothing to do with it. Or little to do with it. But
you
one
went
of the
alone
things I
though
do.
on the request for these ones, Olav.
No.
No.
It's probably inevitable. But like the X post embeds, I don't like Loom is okay, but the X posts. One of the things I do a lot is like X can be a terrible place, but it can also be a great place if you just have a curated list. And I have a curated list with the researchers and professors and whatnot that I follow. And being able to just push the tweets from the mobile straight into Tana and just have it in a beautiful overview where you can skim it super fast. I think that's actually, again, a small but big delight. So no, it's been super good. And that almost wraps up 2025 for us.
Amazing.
Awesome.
So many cool things. It's such a good blast going past and looking through all like the updates that we had. So many fun features coming this year.
Yeah, you kind of forget most of them. They become part of your everyday life and just part of the furniture almost. And then to see them and think, oh, that's only been around for 6 months. It's like, wow, that's cool. And actually watching the AMA from last year when people were asking about things like Android, when's Android going to be out, as well as when is offline coming, you think, wow, we've achieved the big ones from last year that people were asking. So really cool to see.
Yeah, amazing.
Just to be super clear, we are community built. We're building with the community. Although when you ask for a feature for 18 months, it can feel like we're not doing it. But for all you know, we're working on the back end, or we're saying that, you know what, these features are more important because we believe that is not what you're asking for, but what solves the problem that you have. And I do think that that's a big thing. And also ideas.tana, I think, just go in there, vote, leave comments. It's kind of like our second community almost. So yeah.
Along with the Slack, obviously, and clearly we didn't get to them all. There's more to come, and they are some of the themes of the questions that we've got in the community from the AMA. So perhaps it's time to jump over and to get into the questions.
Amazing. Should we bring up your screen, Matt?
I think it's good, Braga. I'll just run through them, and Olav can talk. Let's start with the first one, Braga. Sorry, Olav. Just a quick recap. So we launched in Feb. Where are we at now?
Ooh, wait, there we go. We reached an all-time high for monthly active users in November. So let's give. What was that, Matt?
That was the Rocky.
So a big thanks to everyone that's been with us on our journey to reinvent how humans, teams, and computers work together. That's been super good. So I think that it's been steady growth and a lot of learnings. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let's move on. Yes, when we're talking about learnings, we've now gone through alpha or beta. What have we learned?
So let's just come right out of the gates on this. So what I think we've learned is that the outliner as a primary UI is hard for the masses. And when you combine it with a knowledge graph, it's a mental model that's hard to grok. I do think that and more on that later, But I do think that one of the main things we need to do is look into like what is the default view of Tana, and how can we actually take the next step to reinvent how humans, teams, and computers work together. So I do think that is one maybe the biggest learning. I do think so. We've launched like the UI improvements that I said, like we have the recent, we have navigation list view, and it has made it easier to navigate, but it's still way too hard to get it. Like it's not understandable for people that's not seen an outline before. Like you don't get it in 5 seconds. So I would say those are or that's the one big thing that we're attacking. The next thing is collaboration. Remember, I think this is super. I do think I stress this often, but we're on a mission to reinvent how humans, teams, and computers work together. Our mission has never changed and won't change. It's reinventing how humans, teams, and computers work together. We're not building an individual tool. We're building a collaborative knowledge management platform. And I do not think we've taken the step that we should have done on collaboration. We use it like more than anyone. We have like, I think after the spring cleaning, we have like 4 million notes. But we've learned, right? And what happens is it's super easy to not stay beginner. Stay beginner, I mean like seeing your product to new people's eyes. That's how you stay beginner. And when we see our product, the collaboration part, through a new user's eyes, you can actually have one user that uses it super much. And when you pair it with 2 more people, like when 3 people uses it, they use it less because it's hard. So yeah, collaboration is too hard today. We're working on that. And also like for everyone that have built AI agents, super powerful in Tana, especially with the web search and everything. What's hard is when you use them in a collaborative workspace. No one has solved this. Not Copilot, not Notion, not anyone. Because what happens if we have the same agent in a meeting, or if we have the same agent in a project, or if we are having a chat or whatever? My agent will go and change something, and Brage's agent will try and change the same thing, and it just creates havoc. So I think not only us, but the world needs to figure out like how do AI agents work together in a collaborative setting in a shared workspace, basically. So I think that's the third thing. And it also creates, I'm not done. No, it also creates a lot of slop. I just have to say that because I see so much slop these days, and you can just tell by the emails like who writes only AI. And I'm not saying that using AI to write is bad. Using AI to be more efficient and produce high quality content, super good. You should, but take your time to use it right. Like, don't put the work on the user to consume if you can spend time making it easier. I think there's a saying like, I'm sorry I'm writing so long, I didn't have time to write short. And I often reference that because I feel like that's one of the things that's happening with AI slop. Yeah.
Okay.
That's a great answer. We have to speed up though, because we're trying to get through more questions. So
No.
If we had less time.
All right. You know me.
Right.
If you ask me a question, yeah.
Okay. So
don't have a bell or something? No. Come on. Did he leave? Bring him back in.
Back. Okay. Yeah. It's a new Olav.
New Olav, the efficient Olav. All right, let's go.
Yes.
Okay. This question from Adam Worsing in the community. One word that encapsulates plans for Tana's future additions or changes.
Collaboration.
Easy. Great. Good. All right.
Okay. Perfect. Darren, next one. I'd like to understand Tana's fundraising status. Does Tana plan to do a future capital raise? Is profitability a focus for Tana? or is growth a focus?
Ongoing question. It depends on the context and the plans. Right now, we're not fundraising. Like we're building, and that's the only focus we have. We have a long runway, and we can turn profitable whenever. So it's just contextual. I think if we're going to do a fundraise, it might be like because we see that we can scale even faster, and that would be but then we need like both the team and the collaborative PMF, I think. So who knows, late next summer or not at all. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Harris, a question similarly about the company. I view Tana not just as a tool, but as a pioneer in how we work. But a reminder that being innovative and beloved isn't always enough to survive. Could you speak to Tana's long-term vision for sustainability? So similar question.
Yeah. Okay. So that deserves a long answer, but I'll try to be quick. So yes, we pioneered the knowledge graph with outliner. I don't think anyone else did that. You had outliners with the relational databases and whatnot, and I do think that what we've done with the super tag, people try to replicate it, but it's super hard if you don't have the data model. I do think if we would not take the next step and launch our next innovation and change a lot of the interface to go with that, we would have a slow death, because was it Hargis? Yeah. Anyways, what he said is completely right. Like you need to innovate, but you also need to you need to be able to both innovate and deliver on hygienes and the conventions. If you're always innovating and always just launching stuff that it's hard for people to grok, you're not going to win. You need to win the masses. If you're going to win a team, you need to win the woman or man or they in the team that's the least technical. Yeah.
Okay, great. Some specific questions next on team stuff from JP. So will it be realistic to expect within 365 days from today that Tana is ready for multiple users, including a rights distribution, settings, and compulsory field values? So things like permissions, I guess, JP is asking.
Yes, 100%, like within Q1. So that's what, like, without great collaboration, a platform like ours won't grow, and that's super important. I need like the user to understand this. We're not a tool; we're a platform. Like individuals can have tools. I think teams need platforms if they're gonna have the productivity velocity that we want to give them.
Excellent. And also continuing from JP there, really being prepared for business customers will improve revenue and create opportunities for the ones able to build tools in Tana. What's your take on that?
Agreed, and we're actually deep into the SOC 2 and ISO 27001. We already have a DPA. We already are GDPR compliant. But the next step, which is just a matter of time because it's audits and it's pen tests and stuff, it's coming. And SOC 2 and ISO 27001.
Okay, excellent. And JP with another one, more specific this time, but still related to teams. Asset repository native in Tana and being able to have them on local and desktop and mobile sync with the workplace in use, also offline. So pretty much asking for everything related to teams there for files, which is kind of understandable if you're working with a team.
Yeah, so we have our brand dump where we have all our logos and everything in Tana today. So you can't have it in Tana. You can't have it offline in Tana. That's not coming for the foreseeable future. I do not think that should be high on the list. I don't think a lot of people say, please prioritize offline assets. But because there's so many other things we need to do. And I think that is the answer.
Okay, excellent. Now we've got a few specific questions for different features that people have been waiting for or requesting. Shout out to Ed Nico for this one. I don't think he's put it in the thread this time, but he's asked every other week for about 6 months now. When will Tana have a read API or a write API too?
Yeah, if you watch the previous AMAs, you'll see that we're making progress on the big things. The API MCP, I do think that I don't want to give any date. What
Yeah.
I can tell is that there's stuff happening. We're doing it tomorrow. We're doing it tomorrow.
Great work,
Maybe we
Pat.
should call. We should
Pat
call
Tana.
Grim and say,
Pat
listen,
Tana.
Pat is doing a Tana tattoo.
That's it.
Oh my God, that's actually quite interesting. That's an interesting proposal. Anyways, what I can
If
say
we can
that
get
we have.
50 tattoo promises in chat, then
No, that's not.
It's a new Advent calendar.
No, but I can say that we have different versions of MCPs internally, and that we tried, and we have MCPs without and stuff. But there's stuff happening in Q1 that will make this clearer. I can say that.
awesome.
Excellent. Great. Braga, do you mind watching the chat too if there's any that come up? I'm just going to go from the pre-selected ones that we've got from the community, but feel free to jump in with any in the thread as well. The next one from Rachel. Just let me get through this one and then over to you. Rachel asks about email integrations. So things like Outlook is, and being able to send an email and it going directly into a node with a tag, or alternatively, using Tana to send emails to other people. Any ideas?
We've been looking into this, and it's in contention for the 2026 roadmap. I can say that. Like it's basically a given that it's an important way of dealing with task management. I would say how that would look, not sure yet. Yeah.
Excellent.
I have a question from Pat, and it's a longer one, but I think we can sum it up to how has Norwegian culture influenced Tana? How would you say we're influenced by, like, how we build? How is it influenced by where we're from?
Oh, I need to keep it short. Yeah. There's a huge thing within our company, which I've called Scandinavian productivity. Like in Scandinavia, it's dark half the year and it's cold. And either you have your logs ready for the fireplace, or either you have you've gotten the snow removed from your road into your house or whatnot. Do or do not. And I do think that that's part of who we are. We do a lot of planning, and we always try to figure out like what is the right cadence of doing a task. I do think also the next thing is our culture. I think we have a really, really, really open culture. We are super direct, which Brage can testify to this week. And I do think that is super important for us. And we are super transparent. And sometimes I read like stuff on the internet, like, you should need to share more. It's like we're trying to share everything. Like when we're not sharing when we're having an MCP server, it doesn't mean that we're holding back. It means we don't know. We can only tell you things we know, because what we want to do and we always try to do, and what is a mantra for us, and I think that is a Norwegian thing actually, that is under promise, over deliver. And that has been super important to us. And because we have overpromised before, C Mobile. Like I think it's 2 years ago, oh my God, the tattoos are coming in. I'm actually pondering if we should do it, if we get people taking tattoos.
This is not how we make this.
No, but that's a Scandinavian thing. I do think that we're super direct, we're super open, we're super transparent, and that's how this company works. And I think, Matt, you can comment on it more coming from down under, but yeah, I do think that it's one of the.
They're super weird. They're super weird, everyone. Let me out, please. I'm stuck.
Mute him, Brage, mute him.
Yeah, I'll keep going. Right, I've got two rapid fire ones. One of them serious, the second one even more serious. First is from Huang. And will we have graph view, mind map, this type of viewing mode, like visualizations?
I'm probably not. That is mind map. Basically, we there's a test on the back end for that, but not the graph view. I understand why people want the graph view. It's just there's so many other things we need to focus on, like the usability of Tana, the UI, the UX, the collaboration, getting mobile super fast. Like there's a lot of things that that's more important for people's productivity than the graph view. The graph view is beautiful, super interesting to see connections. You can do that in other ways with references and yeah, but it's not something that I would feel good to prioritize when I know users are struggling to use Tana.
Also, might be something that the AI stuff, the recent Nano Banana started to explore that point, particularly when you can start to visualize a lot of nodes quickly. So yes, exactly that. the ability to
I'm coming in.
supersede.
Okay, so we're at 3 tattoos already. Whoa.
All right. Another important question. Are Olav and Brage brothers? No relation.
No.
Relation, thank God.
So many jokes.
All right, let's get back to some of the real ones. So are any of the following features on the roadmap soon? So we've got obviously a lot of these that have been consistent themes throughout the year. So I think just give us a broad yes or no, or what you think of these formulas: MCP, read API, push notifications, node events. That comes from Andy. So he's asking for pretty much all the big ones.
You want to say yes or no? It's like all
I
of
want
those
you
ones.
definitively say yes or no, one word.
Okay, no. Can you list them again?
Sure. Formulas.
Or do you want one? Formulas. Something happening in Q1.
Okay. MCP.
Hard to say, but there's a huge launch happening in Q1, so let's see.
Read API.
Same.
Push notifications.
Yes.
Node events.
It depends.
Okay. Node events based on times. So at 8 a.m., for example.
Wait.
And he's an example. So event triggers based on time.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
Yeah. All right. There you go, Andy. Getting through them. I mean, obviously, all of these are important, and it's just about timing and sequence. So, yeah, that's just the process. Let's move on to mobile. There's a few questions about mobile. So, JP, another one here. Mobile development seems to be a serious one to overcome. What's your perspective, and what would you change on the drawing board if possible?
I think there are huge challenges with having huge graphs load on the client. And that's been as one of the challenges. We've improved that with the new known device, but we haven't taken that to 100% yet. I do think that there's a lot of things that's super hard when you talk about knowledge graphs, collaboration, and mobile. But I do think that a lot of that will change come Q1.
Okay, excellent. Can we please get AI chat in mobile? That's from Kavya.
I do think that the Q1 launch will enable that.
Okay. And what's going to happen to the web app? Will it be maintained for those who are using it as a temporary solution to the lack of stuff in mobile right now? So the mobile web app, I think we're all in on the mobile app, a native mobile app, rather than using the web app one.
It's probably, it will be maintained.
Yeah.
But no development on it, I do think, after Q1.
Okay, right on cue. Param has asked, when will we get commands and AI on mobile? And I can see in that Ev has just asked, when will we get commands and AI on mobile?
Again, it's going to look totally different in Q1. So I do think that is. I understand that that's a boring answer right now. But trust us like you have done, always have done, and trust us to deliver a great product and not only a great technology. And
all right,
we will have a huge launch.
Maybe we rephrase that again, probably just inspired by watching it today, the last year's and the year before. And we had similar kind of conditions with people asking us about Android and offline and things like that. So what will Tana look like at the end of next year, perhaps? All of these kind of features available. Perhaps not all of them, but
I feel like I'm being held hostage here. Okay, so let me just say something. You might see that Grim and Toddy is not here.
Yeah.
One of the reasons are that they're doing a survey, like he did at Google. So they're back coding, doubling down on product, doubling down on building. I can say two things. One, there is a high growth vertical we've seen that we cannot take out in Tana without compromising the horizontal value, which we're working on, which we are super proud of, and we're going to release something around that in January. I think we're going to tell the community, if you're in the community, and you should pay to be in the community, you'll get to know that early in January. So that's one of the things when you're asking about the product. I cannot say that without Tana without talking about that. The next thing we're going to do is Tana as a product will change. It will be better. It will be built for collaboration, like the next launch. It will be built for AI and agents. And I do think that it's going to be a huge step from where we're at today. And our goal is to leapfrog everyone to get there. And from what we're working on and where we're at now, I am super bullish. It's but the interface will look a bit different, and AI will continue to be a core, but it will be state-of-the-art AI, I'd say.
Excellent. Okay. Yes, that sounds fantastic and clearly suspenseful and intriguing and momentous things ahead, which is awesome. Yes, and everything in Q1. Well, obviously it's going to be a journey for sure. Let's a few fun ones. This one from Theodore in the community. Can we have an ugly sweater contest with the team?
By the way, June is in Q1, right?
Yeah,
I'm just thinking.
December is a Q1 mentality, I think.
No. We've been working on what we're going to release for a long time, so everyone knows. It's not something we found out in November. Ugly sweater contest. We're going into it. We will have one in 2 hours. I was just looking for my sweater. I thought I had it here. No, yeah, we'll have one in 2 hours, and I'll actually post the winner in the community Slack.
Excellent.
Last year's winner and the reigning champ is Seb.
Yeah.
Seb, yes, can't be beat.
Well, yeah, by a landslide.
Okay, next one, just a few late mail ones that came in today. So December releases have been brilliant. How feasible is it to maintain the speed of production on these multiple smaller wins? Did it take 3 months to prepare them all, or are they one-day hits? Do the small hits
It did not take 3 months.
Okay, yep.
Yeah, it did not take 3 months. It did not. The planning.
Yeah.
Because it's this is something impact and effort metric.
Yeah.
So for a long time, we have had a whole team working on these big features like offline and the BB project and stuff. And then we said, like, let's just set aside a couple of Ench and the GTM team and see how fast can they run with delights. And I do think that it's not going to be easy to continue with this because we're going to push more and more over to the next launch we're going to have. And I'm just so stoked and super proud of what the team has done. But I do think that if you're interested in what the team is doing every week, you should go into the release notes, but because it's not nothing.
Yeah.
No, incredible
also,
work.
we'd love to say thanks to everyone in the community for the energy that they've given us as well through December. It's been so cool. Like, really, obviously, all the releases are fun, but being able to talk about them as a team, about the response and the activity, and really fun. Cool. Yes. There was one we all did a good job on product hunt upvotes. So I'm interested in some abstract metrics on how Tana has grown this year. That one came in from Harris today. I think you've already answered that in terms of the what were at all-time high monthly users in this month.
All-time high monthly users.
Yeah.
Not seeing the collaborative adoption we want.
Yeah.
That's why we're doing the huge change that's going to be launched in Q1.
Yeah, excellent. Okay, and I think we're pretty much there on most of the questions, except I'll leave this one. Just basic note-taking tools and features. So some of the things like note-taking, colors, fonts, formatting options, etc. What's the plan for that, and do we recognize it as important to keep improving?
Not colors, but the rest I think is going to be ready in Q1. Like yeah.
Excellent. Yes. All right.
Yeah, I think we're at time.
I think we've got through them all. So I appreciate you giving us the extra time there, Olav. And also, sorry to anyone who I've missed out, but please let me know and we'll get an answer for you if you'd like. Semantic search too. I just saw Cody come up. So yeah, we can get a more detailed answer on semantic search, even though we've got some fundamentals in the product already for that.
Yeah. Yeah. If there's anything else, just shoot. But if not.
Awesome. Okay. Well, thank you very much, Olav. Olav, you sticking around for the next bit? Braga?
Yeah, of course. Olav is getting to stick around for the next bit. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
So,
and I have to say one thing before we leave, because there was some fire question that we dropped. But I do think what Braga is going to show you when it's ready. I'm gonna steal their thunder, Braga.
No thunder to steal.
Changed how it's changed how I've used Tana. Actually, I can say that.
Yeah, I'll just start by saying, because we'll insist on saying it again after the video, that what we're going to show you is early access, and what we're going to be releasing today is early access for people who understand what that means. But I think we're just going to jump to a short video, and then we'll see you in a second.
What do you want to write about? I think I want to write an article about curiosity. That's a great topic. What about curiosity interests you the most? Or what's the main idea you want to convey about it?
Now just zooming in on the desktop, and I will expand it here, just so we can have that one by one. And then we can rewrite to different things, and we can share instantly here. Perfect. Article maybe. Great. I will come in vacation, and I cannot export to yeah, I think that's okay. Let me just keep it open. Collapse this so you can have the final one.
All right, yeah. So that is the today's gift in the Advent calendar. Should have done something fun with the bags. Just imagining having to get one more of those stresses me completely. Yeah. So early access. What you're getting access to today, as you upload your Tana mobile, is a feature that it's going to be amazing. It is already super useful as long as you set it up correctly. And it is, as you say in chat, you can now talk to your Tana. You can talk to your super tags and use them as guides and helpers to get input into Tana. Basically, conversations to help you fill out your Tana with new nodes. And you can tailor these workflows to your super tags. You can set up specific agentic flows for each super tag, and it'll be filled out in Tana using it. So, Olav, you said this is a feature you've that's changed how you use Tana.
Yeah, so I do think that it's important what you said. It is early access, and we like to under promise, over deliver. But if you work with your tags and you understand how you can build it, this is part of actually something that Matt and I talked about. I think, is it 2 years ago, Matt, when we talked about these interview fields? Because I had a chat with a coach called Matt Mosheri, and I was like, if Matt Mosheri, if I could have his voice in Tana and he could interview me through tags, that would be amazing. So we've put up a lot of these tags internally, and like every Friday, everyone gets interviewed by their Friday question tag, like how do you sleep? Have you done what you set out to do and whatnot? And I do think that, like I've done, I've actually, so we had walk and work, which was actually talking to Tana, getting back, and you would have something transcribed, or you would have an article written or whatever. But what I do now is I go for a walk and I discuss with Tana, my AI. Jane, as I call her. And when I get back to my desk, like fields have been filled in, tasks have been created. We're not there yet for everyone. You have to set that up for yourself by testing. But when you do that, it's freaking amazing. That's when you understand that voice will eat the keyboard at some point.
Yeah. It's on iOS for now, for early access, as we test this out. It doesn't make sense to roll it out more broadly until we've kind of nailed how this workflow should look. And you can just talk to Tana in general with a voice chat, which will just be a general prompt. It'll land on your Today page. But you can also talk to super tags. And this works as well with your Tana widgets. So you'll have a button to just talk to your super tags, and you can just talk, and we don't have to set it up, and it'll just fill in that node. But the real power comes when you make custom AI instructions inside your super tag for how you want. Tana, I can't speak right now. I'm in a live stream. The real power comes when you set up your super tag for how you want this processed, how you want to talk to the AI. And Theo has actually made some great templates that you can install to explore this. And so you basically get out of the box some ways to play around with this feature. That will be available as well.
Excellent. Pat is saying every Friday at 0900 have a chat with Tana about your week. Exactly right. That's what we've been doing on the Friday questions.
Yeah.
100%.
If the shortcuts are updated, you could use iOS shortcut to activate a certain time. That's right. So yeah, it's definitely possible.
Yeah. And yeah, I just want to convey that, like, we've all, like, a lot of us that are interested in tools, we've been playing with, talking with AIs for a while now. And the thing that makes Tana super powerful is the fact that you get it in your graph. The fact that you can get this information processed into your graph the way you like. That's what we think you can really unlock some superpowers with.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Now I see from Ingrid on the back end that they're flipping the feature flag now. So this should become available pretty much as we speak. That's amazing.
It's like the New York, what's it called? The ball drop in Times Square. Right.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Test it and give us feedback in the community. I think that's super good. Like, we need feedback from you as testers, and tell us both like how it feels, what use case you would want it to be able to do, and how would it change how you work, basically.
Yeah, 100%. I have one for feature writing and for like gathering as many like marketing ideas as possible, because you can do all the post processing you're used to. You can use the one where it's not only like fills out one node, but it extracts multiple nodes. You can make all the tasks for your list, and it'll like interview and grill you on the stuff you want to make. So yeah, all in all, this is super powerful if you do it right.
Excellent. Okay, and there'll be instructions as well in the community to test it.
Yeah, we have had some testers from the community already, so no bias at all. Very happy to hear that you're liking the Tana. So far.
I actually have to say the same. Like, I don't want to blow smoke up my own ass, but this is like it's so good. It's much better than ChatGPT's voice.
Yeah.
And
and the super tags was what makes it. So, all right, great. Looking forward to it. And yes, more yapping, which will be good.
Yeah. So everyone's trying so hard not to oversell because that's what we said, all right? So everyone's very like subdued here. But this is super cool. I'm going to be the one to say it. Like, if you play around with this, you're going to freaking love it. So you guys can play all cool about this. This is a super cool feature.
Just keep
It will be cool when it reads all your tags. Like now you have to set it up. You have to set it up. Yeah. Sorry about that.
All right, let's wrap it up, Braga. Let's wrap it up.
Yes. That is, I think we should say goodbye to Olav. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks,
You've been
Olav.
amazing as always. And see you later.
And then thank you to
questions.
all. Thank you to all Tanarians. You are the reason why we're building this product. Help us build it and support us and have a peaceful holiday.
Yeah. Bye, Olav. Right. Amazing. This was fun, Matt. And
good.
instructions will be posted in the community. You have to go into the Manage tab and go into Early Access. You kind of activate it on your phone. And then inside your SuperTag config is where you can give the error instructions. And it's, like we said, this is for the builders for now. It's kind of complicated. So the best way to kind of see ways of setting it up, I would say, download some of the templates that Theo has built for this. Basically, go inside the tags and look at what it's done. Specifically, like the brainstorming one, that's a great one for extracting like multiple nodes. So definitely go inside that one. And as long as you do that, you can kind of see how the porridge is made and make your own. And I think, again, that is where the real magic comes. I have like the ones for grilling me for writing and a peace of mind of this not just being a chat inside my chat app, not inside like ChatGPT, but like it's the same feeling that I had when I started doing capture. This is not just a voice recording that I can transcribe and have somewhere. It's going into my my graph, being tagged. It's being put in the right places. So every time I go to my like marketing super tag, I can find all the ideas I've made from those chats. Yeah. Again, you guys can play it cool all you want. This is freaking amazing. I'm sorry. I'm just.
I was going to say, well, yes. For those who love to chat and talk, it would be a revolution, I think. So
There you
go. Awesome. All right, great, Braga. Awesome fun.
Pat,
and thank you very much.
Pat, don't let your dreams be dreams, Pat. Make this a reality, and then share it with us.
Is that the thought of the day, Braga?
Yes, thought of the day is don't let your dreams be dreams. You can make the voice-enabled super tag that you want and share it with the rest of us. That is the thought of the day.
Yeah.
And I think on that note,
it's only one thing to do, right?
Yeah, there is, because this isn't just an advent calendar. This is a mix between the advent calendar and the Tana current, because we are doing like multiple segments. So should we just say?
I like you.
Digital match, automatic connection, so dramatic. Peel it back, reveal the core. Can't resist, you want more. Swipe right, feel the beat. Move your body, feel the heat. Something small but gonna grow. Let the rhythm take control.